Okay, we are live, I believe. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So in this hangout, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and share strategies, share ideas of what's going on with our funnels with Instagram. Okay. Um, and then I think I have, some of my funnel created already. And then I really want us to maybe help each other out, and you guys can take notes, or you guys can start planning how you're gonna have yours, how you're gonna. Oh, Carlos is gone. Uh-oh. Let me see. You left, brother.
I see. Oh, never mind. You shouldn't say that on here.
What?
Nothing.
You're funny. Okay. So you said you wanted to here. Let's see if Carlos comes on, and then I'll go ahead and share what I have. Where's that stuff?
I have no idea.
Like I've been studying too for you know what.
Me too. My actual textbook.
But it's cool. I'm excited. All right, Mr. Carlos. It says he's on Facebook.
Oh, well, maybe I kicked him off or something. Cause remember how last time we were having trouble, and it kicked us off and on and so forth.
Yeah.
Tea. I went to Walmart yesterday and they had the strawberry parfaits. I was so happy yesterday. Hey, I'm eating healthy, okay? I got salads and everything too.
Good. I've been doing Insanity. I'm done with my first week. Today's my day 7. Well, day 10, 8 or whatever.
Yeah, no,
Because I was.
yeah, and then the workouts and stuff, and I'm like, I'm drained. Aparte de que I
Yeah.
drive back home, I have school, I have to work on Empower. Oh, he's back on. ¿Todo eso?
My man.
Hey,
Oh, there
All
you go.
right, you're back.
back.
Cool. All right, man. So, let me share my screen with you guys. Give me 1 second. Let's see. What do I got? What do I got? Oh, wait. Okay. Chat screen share. The entire screen. Share. What's up? Hey, man, I'm
Yeah,
excited. I don't know why. I'm just happy today.
good to be happy. Let's stay happy, brother.
Anyways, you can see my screen, right? Carlos is on. Hold on.
A lot.
Okay. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let's start off with my capture page. Okay, I hit up that lady on Fiverr, and this is what my capture page looks like. Okay, you guys see? I think I showed it to Carlos. So yeah, it's just the baseball field in the background. These are the few corrections that I wanted her to make. I wanted her to underline this, the $3,157. I wanted her to raise the box so it's even with the button, and then I also wanted her to take out a little piece of this box. So that's the live one, and then those are the last corrections that I want her to make. So that's kind of what it's going to look like, this underlined box up, and hopefully take a little piece of it off. So yeah, and then I noticed that Carlos opted in yesterday. But yeah, so that's what I did, and if you guys can see this is my domain, financialsuccesscoaching.com. That's kind of what I wanted to, that's what I wanted my domain, and then at the end, it's just gonna be baseball profits, and then I created. Here, let me show you guys if you guys would like. Let's see. And then I created a campaign that's going to be directly, or that's going to be connected just to baseball. Okay? So that's something else that I did, and I was able to connect it. So it's working. Everything's working now with GetResponse 2.
What about your pre-sale page?
Yeah, I'm working on that one.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna share with you guys kind of what I want to do with my videos, and then maybe I can get your guys' opinions on them. Let's see. So I have all of these, but I need to delete a bunch of them. Baseball profits.
How did you attach that capture page though to your GetResponse?
The way that I do it is I have her connect it. Oh yeah, because once she creates my capture page, she connects it to my HostGator. Once it's live, I give her the raw a code, and she puts that code into the capture page like this. Look, you go here, you go to web forms, you go here, and then right here, baseball profits. I go to edit. And then I go to, oh wait, it's not here, hold on. Web forms, is it preview? No, it's not preview. Settings, let's try that one. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I go here to publish, and then I click here, and then I turn this off, and then I copy all of this code. I save it to a document, and then I give it to her. I send it to her. And then what she does is she copies this code, and she attaches it into my capture page. So once they opt in, then the lead shows in this GetResponse, in this campaign. You guys see that?
Alright, how did you get it all under one domain, like baseball profits and stuff?
The way that I did it was through, let's see. Oh no, it's GoDaddy. So I got a domain, right? I got a domain. Let's see. The Financial Success Coaching is going to be my domain. And then this is something else that I had her do, because like I said, you guys know me, I'm not really techie, so I'd rather just, just do it for me. My domain, it's being hosted on HostGator, and then what I had her do was if she could make a subdomain. So this is the subdomain. So let's say when I open up another Instagram account and I work on another niche, let's say it's going to be insanity, right? I was looking into insanity because I'm doing it and I really like it. So it's going to be financialsuccesscoaching.com/insanity profits. Okay? So you don't have to be buying domains. All you do is you do subdomains, and this is what it does. And then once it says insanity profits, then I'll create an insanity capture page, and it'll be the same thing. It'll be a different funnel just for insanity. And the same thing with my quotes funnel, the Bible funnel, the God funnel that I want to make. Whatever funnel you want to make, the subdomain is going to be the most important part. Am I making sense, Carlos, Maritza?
Yeah, you're making sense in it, but I need to go through it again.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, so you don't get confused and stuff. If you want, I can refer you to the person that I use on Fiverr, and I'll let her know, hey, this is one of my team members. Do for him everything that you do for me, and she'll go ahead and tell you, and she'll do it for you. Like she'll do this. Look, she'll make the capture page, and then once, if you have corrections, she'll go ahead and do them. So she'll make the capture page. She'll put this domain. If you have HostGator, you can go ahead and she'll host it for you, and then she'll go ahead and do the subdomain. You know, so
Would
and
you?
then she'll connect it to GetResponse.
How's she gonna host it on HostGator though?
Do you have a HostGating account, Carlos?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. What I do, I mean, I've been working here for a while. I just give her my password and my username for my HostGator, so she has access to that. And then I'm like, hey, you know what? This is my login information. And then she goes in there and she puts everything together, like she connects it.
Yeah, but then she's got access to your credit card and stuff as well.
Mm, well, what I would do is I would just go ahead or you can ask her and see if she can like walk you step by step on how to do it. I've just never done it.
You're taking
Yeah,
risks, bro. That's a risk, bro.
yeah, that's true. But hey, I'm not focusing on bad things, so I'll go ahead and I won't attract that stuff. But yeah, you're right. I should go ahead and change that. But anyways, okay. So this is what it looks like. Um, let's see what else. Where are you guys at? Screen share. Okay. So do you guys get how to do that? Like the first step of capture pages and connecting it to get response?
Yes.
Did you guys, what was your guys' niches again?
Um, I got just hobby niches.
Well, I mean like the niche, right? Like for me, I want to focus on this one and finish it off and then focus on another one. I don't want to like focus on too many at once. I just want to do the baseball one and then finish it off and then maybe like in a week start up another one. So which niche do you guys want to focus on? Just one for now. Once you have it completed, then you can move on to the next one.
I'm gonna focus on drawing.
Drawing?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Maritza, which one was yours? The one that you wanted to start off with?
Music.
Music. Okay. So what you guys can do is just go ahead and go on Google and look up like pictures or something, right? That's what I did. I just typed up baseball fields, and then when there's a picture that you like, that can be your background picture, right? That could be the background for your capture page, okay? And then here, I'll go ahead and share my screen, and then you guys could go ahead and write down what I have for the box, for the content, and you guys can model it, you guys can tweak it, you guys can go ahead and model this information, or whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever is attracting to you. Let's say like music, right? Discover how music fans are making an additional income online in their spare time, right? If you have results, then go ahead and show them. If you don't, you could put, just make an additional income. Whatever you feel comfortable putting up here, go ahead and put that. And then something that I learned from Vic is this has to be a hook, right? You have to hook them, which is the hook here is going to be making an additional income, right? So you have to grab their attention. And then the second thing that he always talks about is giving a call to action. This is really, really important. You have to tell them what to do. Enter your best email below to discover how you can do the same. Okay? So this is another call. This is a call to action. This is a second email address here. And then yes, show me how. Okay? And then this one, he says that he tested this and it really works because people don't put fake emails, as much fake emails when you put this, because you're going to be sending them the information. See, it says right here, information will be sent to the email address provided above. Okay? So just make sure it's congruent. Like right here it says discover how, and then over here it says discover how again, and then over here it says show me how. You see how it's all congruent? I wouldn't say like discover how baseball fans are making an additional income, and then over here it's like show me the system, or you see it's not congruent. You can say it has to flow. Okay. So I mean that's kind of the stuff that Vic always talks about. So I could go ahead and share that with you guys. Did you guys write this down, or do you guys want to go ahead and maybe throw some ideas?
I'm thinking like I don't know. I was just thinking because I want to kind of stand out. I don't want to copy like what Lisa Torres said or anything. I just kind of want to do my own thing, innit?
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying as well. Obviously, you have to
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah, Lisa, she has part of this, right? But she has like, yes, show me the system, right? And
Yeah,
for me, that didn't make sense because it's like you're talking about a system here, and then you're telling them how they're gonna do something. So for me, it's more like, you know what, make it more congruent of how, enter your best email to discover how, or this could be discover, this could be learn, right? To learn how, and then show me how. So everything it makes sense. Um,
I
Let me
like
go
it.
ahead and go back, and we can go ahead and just do that right now and come up with something. Am I back?
No, your capture page looks nice, man. It looks good still. Like obviously, it looks really well put together and stuff.
Oh yeah, and here, this is something else. Thank you. This is something else I wanted to share with you guys is my Instagram account. Let's see. I was playing with it, and I kind of, this is what it looks like. I need to start uploading pictures, but hey, this is what it looks like. Baseball, this little thingy-mabobber underscore, whatever it's called, profits. That's what my Instagram account is. And then this is what it says. Hey, it's Jose Garcia. Discover how baseball fans are making an additional $3,157 per month in their spare time. Click the link below to learn how. And then when they click here, it goes to the capture page, right? And then the other thing I kind of, what Lisa said, which is a good thing, is if you make the bio, this information really similar to this, you're going to get a lot more opt-ins, right? Because it's pretty much the same thing. Once they read this, if they're interested in this and they click here, it's going to be very, very similar to your capture page, and more likely they're going to go ahead and opt in because they were interested from what you have in your bio. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I did, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and this week I'm going to start, probably today, I'm going to start uploading pictures and stuff like that. This thing, I think it's all on phone, right? But I don't really like to use my phone that much. I'd rather use my computer. So what I was doing is I was doing some research on how to upload videos, photos and videos to Instagram from your computer, right? Because I'd rather just, find my pictures on my computer and then, just upload them directly to Instagram from my computer because I think it's a lot faster than doing it through your phone, logging into the accounts through your phone and all that stuff. That's just me. So I don't know if you guys want to go ahead and model that too. Maybe do some research. I know there's a couple of things that you have to download, like a couple of apps that they'll let you do that. Okay. Um, let's see where you guys at. Meow. Meow.
You have too many tabs open.
I do. I know. Look at this. It's like a bunch of them. Yeah, and I took a bunch of notes from Lisa. Here. Yeah, like I went through the training a couple times and I took down a bunch of notes. Whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna go ahead and type up those notes and send them to you guys, so you guys don't have to go through the video every single time. And I went in detail on like all the main points that she was talking about, so maybe that'll help you guys. Let's see. So let's go ahead and start off with Carlos. What is it? You said you were going to do drawing, right? That was going to be your first one. What would be your heading for your capture page? What were you thinking? Maybe we can go ahead and mastermind and brainstorm on this.
I don't know, innit? I just want to kind of keep my capture pages kind of like congruent with people who are drawers and stuff. They're like kind of creative in it. So my kind of capture page would be not so much formal, but kind of on their level. I don't know how, but obviously I'd work it out in the end. But I'd just do that. I wouldn't kind of put everything Lisa said or anything like that. I'd kind of change it up for each kind of different niche, because
Right.
obviously
So,
different niches, different things, innit?
but what ideas do you have of a capture of of a heading for your capture page for drawing. Let's say like discover how artists are making an additional income online. Um, maybe sharing their passion. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and figure this out as a team if we can, if you want. How we can go ahead and help you make your capture page, and then we could do the same thing with Maritza, and hopefully Karen jumps on.
Nah, Karen's not coming on today, you know.
Oh, okay.
He said he got some stuff to sort out. But, I don't know, like, I don't know. What's wrong with Maritza?
Huh?
What's wrong
That's so
with you?
funny.
What?
Why are you laughing?
Because my roommate tried to sneak out.
Oh wow.
It's because like she looks at me and she's like doing faces and I'm like, deep. Yeah. Sorry.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I don't know about the capture page, innit? Just kind of keeping it in context with kind of what Lisa Torres said, and obviously what you're doing as well. Keep it within that context, innit? But kind of just add my own words to it. Add like appropriate words, you know.
So you don't have any idea, like you're very poetic, man. You can do this, like just
Yeah,
think of something that's catchy, that's inspiring.
You
For
seem great.
drawings, I'm not really sure, because I'm not. I mean, there's a way to connect every single niche to online marketing. I mean, like I said, baseball. Learn how baseball fans are doing it. Music. It's like discover how music fanatics
Well, I think I
like.
have a background set already for mine. Like,
Can
I
we
don't
see
know
it?
if you remember. Huh?
Can you go ahead and show us what you have so far?
Well, no, like I don't have I mean, in mine, not like actually done. Um, but like you know how um what's his name? I forget what his name was.
Karen?
He had a capture page that was playing music in the background.
Oh, my homeboy Aki.
There you go. I was gonna say some other guy's name, but like I've been on the music and stuff and like
Ooh,
downloading.
that's awesome. Man, I'm gonna take that idea from you too.
No, no, no. And then on Instagram you can
I'm gonna take
upload
that one, and then from Carlos, I think we pick the fun one. Yeah, that's awesome.
30
Yeah, that's really,
seconds.
really good.
Up to 30 seconds, I think it is on Instagram. You can upload. So I've been creating little music streams, and
Yeah.
I have the app, but like it'll start playing it. It's just 30 seconds or whatever, and yeah, I like it.
That's a sick idea, man. How do you put music on your capture pages?
Yeah, I mean I've been into that, like paying attention, you know.
Look at
How
you.
do you put music on your
That's
capture
badass.
pages?
I like that idea. So,
But
look.
I mean, I have because I work on phone. Like I function better on my phone. Like if you're talking to me, it's because I'm doing something on my phone. Like I'm not just on Snapchat or like Instagram. And I have a couple uploads already on mine, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just to get it kicked off, you know.
That's
And for me, you know, music makes me flow. Like it makes me function. It gets me. Like if I like a song, I will download it and I will find it and I yeah. Like even old school songs.
Remember that I did a capture page like that? I did a capture page, I don't know where it's at, but I did a capture page before where I had a video playing in the background, and then it had a box, like a content box, and it gave the call to action and stuff. But the video was playing in the background. And the person that does my capture pages did that for me. It was like $10 though. It was like 10. It was a little bit more. But like the way you're gonna make it, that's like it sounds really, really cool. It's gonna be music, like maybe little clips of whatever
Yeah, no,
music you
mine is
really
gonna be.
like.
I want my actual capture page is gonna be like music, but Instagram, like I'm telling you, it because you don't know how to use it. Well, it's only 30 seconds. You can play whatever song. This is probably gonna be like one of my popular songs, but like the flow, you know, upbeat music. I
So
don't know. It's just,
so your capture page, you're not gonna get it from. I don't know. Like, are you gonna make like a minute and a half video with different clips, and you can upload that video to YouTube, and then then the lady can make the background the video. Are you gonna do that, or what are you gonna do with your capture page?
I'm not sure exactly, but I think it's just gonna be like different, like song names, in the background, just because like they recognize lyrics or whatever, and then have the call to action, and then an Instagram actually have like little 30-second clips.
You know
That's
how big you can make this? Because you just pick an artist, and I'm sure like an artist has like a gazillion thingies.
and like I've checked out like because a lot of people watch. Well, I mean, TV is like the number one reason why people get into the music, and my roommate showed me this series, Empire. It just finished. I was sad. But the music on there, like, well, to me, it's amazing. And I just have to find a way to download it because it's still private. But yeah, it's just like it, and it like on there, it's like fighting, keeping your money, and then like it's you have to like watch the series kind of thing to understand why it is. But the music reflects on how to like work for what you got for kind of thing. También. So
Nice.
yeah.
So, okay, it seems like you have that. That's a good idea. Like, keep it up. So, have you thought about like your content box? What you're gonna tell people to do? Maybe your title, your heading, and then your call to action and the buttons. And what are you gonna tell people? Like, the music is gonna be playing in the background. It's gonna be inspiring and stuff. But what's any
I haven't
ideas?
thought about that yet. I
You
don't
don't have
know. No, like I've thought about this part. Like that's the Instagram part. Is like what
it sounds really cool. It really does. Yeah.
I
Okay.
haven't got that part yet. I feel like I'm kind of behind because I have so much other things on my plate right now,
Mhm.
and I'm just exhausted.
It's all right. Just take one step at a time.
Yeah. No, I know that. I'm
Yeah.
not like, rushing anyway because I know this isn't going anywhere. It's just up to me how fast it works and how slow it works. So.
And then we also have to be preparing for the event in Tennessee.
I know. No, I've been looking that up. Jackie's gonna come over tonight and help me get my ticket because
Well,
she
let
has.
me know. I need to get it too.
Hopefully, she can get her boyfriend can give me a discount because he's in town. So that's why she's
Well,
coming. And
help me out. Help me out.
well, I don't know. It's not a for sure thing yet because she was supposed to come yesterday,
Yeah.
but it didn't happen because she was back at home and I was at work and stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
But I gotta
So
go because I
okay.
got class. I actually have to go today. I can't afford to miss class. So
No
bye.
problem.
See you
Anyways, all right
later.
then. Well, just yeah, keep that up. Like, keep on playing with that stuff. And if you have any
Yeah.
questions,
No,
just
I got the app. I've had this app for a while, but I'm like, what can I use it? It's just there, and I was about to delete it, and then this whole Instagram came. So yeah, and I found a purpose for it. And you can
okay.
like make your own little thingies, videos, music. So yeah,
Well, maybe you can teach us some of that stuff later.
yeah. Eventually, when I have more time.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Wes.
Bye.
Well,
Bye,
keep it up,
Carlos.
and we'll
Right.
talk to you later. All right, Mr. Carlos.
Yeah, man.
So, let's see. So you're gonna go ahead. You want to go ahead and just kind of think about what what your capture page is gonna look like on your own, or you kind of want to maybe throw some ideas with me, or what's up? What can I do to help you, or what do you want to go ahead and do?
My culture page is just gonna be niche related, really. Um, the words, like I said, man, I'm gonna kind of go in line with what Lisa Torres was saying, and that obviously because she's doing well with it and that. But yeah, really, kind of not gonna overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. Probably try and simplify it a little bit more than what Lisa Torres did, and keep it a bit more
Now,
like personal to me. Like use my kind of language. So instead of like discover it, be like, I don't know what would I say. It's time to find out or something, or whatever I'd say. That was like me.
yeah.
I'd say that. And then
Yeah, man, like I said, you're very creative and poetic, and the thing is, like all about the law of attraction and stuff. Just ask. Ask God, ask yourself, like, hey, help me make the best capture page ever. Help me make an awesome capture page. What can I say in my capture page that's going to captivate people to take action? And then the cool thing is, like I said, just start asking yourself those questions. Don't worry about it. And then the idea is just going to pop in your head. It's like, bam, like the title's just going to come. That's how I did it, man. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what? I love baseball, but I need to know what a badass, heading could be to, to capture people. And then I was like, okay, how can I do it? How can I do it? How can this happen? I can do it. I don't know. The idea will come. It's going to come. Bam. And then it just happened. It was like, discover how baseball fans and blah, 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 blah. It was similar to what she had. But I was like, you know what? I could add my numbers. I can add the background. And then I started looking for a picture. And I had a picture on, but I didn't really like it. But then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to find the perfect picture for my capture page.
Yeah.
And then I kept on looking. I kept on looking. One time at work, I was like, whatever. So I went on baseball fields, and then I came across the picture. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, you know what? I like it. This is my picture. I want this picture. And that's the one that I have on my capture page. See, so just always be like, you know what? How can I? How can I? How can I? And then it's just going to, the idea is just going to come eventually.
Yeah.
So definitely keep it up. Do you have pictures of stuff that you've drawn?
No, not really. I'm not really a drawer like that. I don't really draw things like. But I've got like good pictures. I've downloaded some pictures for drawing and stuff like that. Some kind of good stuff. So it's the creativity with me ain't the issue in it. Like I'm like you said, I'm creative. I can pull stuff out my ass. But it's the technical stuff. That's what's kind of thinking how to link it all together and how to do it all and all that kind of stuff. Like you sending her your HostGator account. Like I don't know if I could do that. Do you know what I mean? Like send her just bank because say she could be messing with your bank. Like you know what I mean? And there's the money gone out your bank and you don't even know. Obviously, I know you don't believe in that kind of stuff, but I do. Like it's just like
No, here the thing. If you want, what I would do is go ahead and come up with the capture page. Okay. Once you have your capture page, let me know. We'll contact her. We'll get her to make the capture page. Okay? And she's really cool about making it. And like if you need changes, if something doesn't look the way you want it, just tell her how to change it. Tell her what to move around, and she'll do it. Once we have the capture page done, then you can go ahead and tell her, hey, you know what? Can you tell me how to link my domain to a subdomain, and then ask her how you can go ahead and put that capture page in your HostGator. Because like I said, I just don't know, so I'm just like, I just do it, right? But if you don't feel comfortable, then ask her to see if she can tell you how to do it. And if anything, just jump on YouTube and be like, how to use HostGator and how to connect your domain to HostGator or something like that. See? So I mean, there's always answers. You just have to not let things stop you, not let things, just drain you and bring you down that you're not taking action at all. Just take one step at a time, and you're going to go ahead and start solving it, right? But like I said, the first thing, let's work on your capture page, then let's work on the second thing, okay? Because I feel kind of like you're like a bit overwhelmed of everything that you have to do, and you're not really taking action on like one step at a time. Am I right, or is that how you're feeling, or what's up?
No, I'm cool, man. Obviously, it's just getting the stuff like done. Really, it's like obviously I'm meticulously going through the list. Like that's not the problem. The problem is kind of just the little snags I'm running into. Like the other day, buying all the accounts, making all the accounts, and spending 4 days making all these email accounts. Not being able to do anything else because I'm focusing on that, and then having the problems with the. Basically, it's just kind of the level of service I'm receiving from people. Really, that's kind of like messing with me because like that's what I'm saying. Like you seem a bit kind of you're a bit kind of oblivious to things that I'm not in it. Like you'll give people your bank details. Like I won't like and that's the kind of stuff that kind of holds me back. So if I'm dealing with someone on Fiverr, like I won't just be like, oh, give me this. Like I'm gonna like need an explanation to what this means and what that means. And I think that's kind of what holds me back. But at the same time, it's it makes me strong as well because I'm asking for all the details as well. So it's kind of like a fault, but it's also a strength as well. But obviously it'd be me in it, and one day like reality will respect that. Do you know what I mean? And obviously I have people around me that appreciate meticulousness and appreciate kind of order and stuff, and and I'm fine with that. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, she's getting through this Fiverr stuff now, and because I messaged her earlier, because obviously I've had problems now with the Instagram, as I told you on Facebook. Basically, she gave me, because what I did with her, she gave me 11 Instagram accounts. She verified them through Gmail, and then she verified them for a phone number as well, and it cost $15. So instead of me creating all the emails, she's done it for me in it, and obviously gave me all the 11 Instagram accounts. But the problem is that I've logged in from this my IP address, and it's asking for a verification. It's asking for the recovery email. It's saying, "Oops, there's something gone wrong. It looks like you know something wrong with your account. You need to enter your recovery email." And so I can't enter the recovery email because the recovery email is something obviously that is she's done to create the accounts, and she's done that recovery email in a different thing. And it's like I've messaged her and I've said like all the kind of problems I've encountered, and there's no reply back, and it's like that's the kind of stuff I'm dealing with, just that level of kind of just blaseness that I can't be dealing with, because at the end of the day, it's like she gave me 11 accounts, like, and the only reason I got into that snag is because I tried to change the password, you know what I mean? And I changed the password. Obviously, the email's gonna want to verify me changing the
Yeah.
password. I can't log into the email because the accounts is the recovery password, the recovery email for the accounts is in her name, and that's the kind of stuff I'm on about. Like that's the only thing. Everything else is fine. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to do things, but things like this is what kind of slows me down and gets to me, because I'm having to deal with people which obviously Fiverr is not like top level service, is it? The people there, they're working for $5. They don't really give a crap about you really, and so it comes out in their work. I mean, she's took my money and she hasn't replied back to me, and I need her to reply back to me, and that's the kind of things I'm dealing with. But aside from that, everything's on track in it,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's good, brother. But just keep it up, okay? Like I mean, like I told you yesterday in the message, it was like, you know what? The life of an entrepreneur is going through all the stupid little things that are gonna happen, and then you have to persevere and overcome them, right? Not let those things get to you. Because I remember, how you're telling me those stories is I know what that feels like, man. I know that. When I started, I did stuff that I worked for an entire day on something and then it just deleted. I remember one time this person, contacted me and she wanted more information. I wrote her like the best email I could possibly write on my phone. I was back home and I was, writing, and I was like, yeah, it's this, it's that. I was answering all of her questions. Next thing you know, something happened to my phone. It just shut up. I don't know what happened. I didn't send the email. It just deleted my email completely. And it was just those things that I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, I spent 25 minutes on this badass email, and then it's gone, right? It's just those little things. It's just like, you know what? Like, you always talk about, your mindset and stuff. Well, think about it like this. I think you may be getting tested, right? Now you know all of this information, right? You know about the law of attraction. You know about your focus, about your determination, about becoming successful. But now it's time to get tested. Now the universe is testing you like, oh, really? You know all this stuff? Well, let me test you on this. Let me test you. I'm going to give you some troubled people and see how you react to them. See? And that's when you're going to be like, okay, the law of attraction says whatever I focus on, I'm going to attract. So you know what? I'm going to start focusing on positivity. Even though I'm going through negative stuff right now, I'm going to focus on positivity. I could do it. It's going to happen. Everything is going to work out. Okay? So think about it like that, man. Don't get discouraged. I can see it in your eyes. You're not discouraged, but you're like, like all these little problems and stuff.
It's
But like I said, think
incompetence
about it
and
like
noise,
that.
minute. It's just
Just be like,
incompetence.
you know what?
No, it's just lack of preparation. That's the only thing that bothers me. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, if you're going to be in business with somebody or something, it's like have that preparation in it. Do you know what I mean? It's like I think that's partly why I haven't got a big team by now. It's because
Mhm.
I'm not prepared enough, and I know that, so I don't deserve to make money like the money that I am aiming to make. I don't deserve to make that yet, because everything is kind of hinges on what you're prepared to let out, and it's like at the end of the day, if you're going to take my money on Fiverr, then at least give me my service that you've just taken my money for. Do you know what I mean? You've taken $15 from me. In America, $15 is £15 to what it is to me here. So £15 is a lot of money. And for a 10-minute service or however long it takes you to do that, probably less than an hour, you're getting paid more than most people are hourly, and you still taking the mick. Like that's the only thing with me really. It's kind of like I just want to crack on with what I'm doing, and then I have to deal with that. It's just I don't know really what to do because I can't do anything else. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I can't actually
Yeah,
progress with my
it feels
Instagram
like you're
stuff.
stuck, right? Because you're
Yeah, I
like,
can't
you
progress with my
can't move on
Instagram
to the
stuff.
next step
Yeah,
unless you get this done, right?
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, and that's how I'm working. So it's like I created the checklist, yeah, and I created that kind of. I created it for me. I didn't even create it for anyone else, but then I thought, the team probably use this in it, and that's how I've kind of been working through it. And so it's like I'm at day 4, and I can't really go any further. I could go further, but in my mind, things don't work like that. I mean, I could go and create my lead magnets. I could do this, and I could create my capture page. You know, I could do that, but I can't do that if that makes any sense because I don't work like that. I work through step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And right now, yeah, because this isn't the first time. I had problems the first time that I did it. I spent 4 days creating all these email addresses, which was not a problem because Lisa Torres said do it. So it's like, all right, cool. And then they messed me up, and it's like they've got sensitive information on me now. They've got my email address because my recovery email in all those emails to them, because I sent a document with all the niche emails I've created, and inside the document was basically my email address, and I don't like stuff like that. So it's sort of like that's what's infuriating me as well. It's kind of like I'm having to give these people sensitive information, and they're kind of blasé about it. It's like they're not upholding the integrity of the information. They're not upholding it. Do you know what I mean? That's what's bothering me as well. Not so much actually like everything else, but that kind of stuff. It's sensitive
Yeah.
information. Like for instance, like my passwords and stuff like this and this and email address. I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you're gonna take the mic, like I don't know who you are already, and then I'm not hearing no replies off you. I don't know what you're doing with my emails. I don't know that stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of like what's bothering me as well. But obviously it will work out. It'll work itself out in the end, innit? Eventually. But it's just getting that out of the way. There must be another way. I might have to just. I don't know. I might have to just do something myself and create my own email accounts because that way I can manage them. You know what I mean? I can
Yeah.
manage them that
Yeah,
way.
I think, did you ever create an Instagram account through your phone?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How many did you do?
I only created one.
Okay. Because like I said, Lisa said that you can do up to 5, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, why don't you go ahead and just make the accounts yourself? You could make 4 more accounts, and then you could start working with those, right? And then let's say your girlfriend, she has a phone. If she has an Instagram account, cool. But I'm sure she didn't do the other 4 accounts, right? But see, here's the thing: it's like, yeah, Lisa. For me, it's like, yeah, Lisa said it was 11 accounts, but I'm not trying to work with 11 niches right now. I'm just focusing on one. So for me, like it's working because that's it, right? Got my capture page done, bam, it's done. I connected it to my get response, bam, it's connected. I connected, the whole domain and the hosting, bam, it's done. Now I get to go ahead and move on to my follow-up emails, right? My videos of stuff that I need to do. So my intention is for this coming week is to have that done. Have 10 or 7 or 10 emails or videos or whatever. Have my emails done. Okay, once I have that, bam, I'm done. I'm done with baseball. So then I can go ahead and move on and pick insanity or pick another niche and then go through the same process again. Start with the capture page, fix it, domain, connect to get response, and then work on my emails, and then go ahead and move on. In the meantime, uploading pictures to both of the things. See? So, are you still there?
I'm sorry, bro, man. I locked you off by accident.
Man, I've been talking for like 5 minutes. Well, yeah, I can see you. You're just frozen. You're like.
Nah,
Can you?
I just got a message, off the Fiverr lady. And
Yeah. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Yeah. It's,
What was the last thing you heard me say?
something about your capture pages.
I swear, man, I was all into it. I was talking, and then I'm like, hey. Okay, so what I was saying is, Lisa said 11 accounts, right? But I think, for me, what's working for me, you can go ahead and model it. Is just focus on one, right? Create the 5 accounts from your phone, and then you can ask your girlfriend for the other 4, but later, right? You don't need to worry about 11 right now. Because look at it like this. If you're going to try to get 11 accounts up and running, how long is that going to take? to get
100.
traffic and to get everything for the 11
But
accounts.
that's what I'm saying, yeah. It's just a copy and pasting because it's like if you got 100 pictures in it, all you need to do is edit 100 pictures on a computer, like you said, find a way to upload them from the computer. 100 pictures one time, it's not going to take very long. And you could do that in a day. You could do that in about a couple hours, about 6 hours, and all your accounts could be done. And
Yeah, I think
one picture a week after that.
yeah, what takes longer is the funnel. It takes, connecting the capture page and all the other stuff, because pictures is easy, right? Pictures, you could upload pictures a couple times a day. That's easy. But I think what we have to focus on, or what I do, is I focus on the funnel, do the best I can. It may take me 2 weeks to make one funnel. That's
Yeah,
perfectly fine. Because
yeah,
once I have that funnel, once I
yeah.
start uploading pictures, once I start getting leads, my funnel's already created.
And it's automated
See,
then, isn't it?
I have an accomplishments page where I want to teach people how to, accomplish their personal goals and their financial goals. Now, I feel bad in a way because that capture page, I'm getting leads, like every day or every couple of days, I'm getting a couple leads, but I don't have a funnel. So I'm just like, shit, I feel bad, but I'm like, you know what? I need to focus on this right now. And then, in a week or 2 weeks, whenever I can, I'm going to go ahead and go back and help the people and give the people what I told them I was going to give them, which was to share with them how they can reach their personal goals and financial goals. See?
How many accounts have you got set up on Instagram now?
What's that?
How many accounts you got set up on Instagram now?
I think I have 10, but I'm
Yeah.
only working on one. See, everything is there. Like the lady emailed me the details and stuff, but I've only touched one, the baseball one. Like I said, I really want to focus on that one, and then start with the other ones. Take one at a time. Take 2 weeks or take a week. Like you said, once you have one, once you know how to make them, it'll take you a couple days to make different ones. But I really want to focus on one at a time. Like I said, it's just, I don't know, like I don't know. That's just the way I work. But we work similar, but to a certain extent, we work differently. And as long as you find out how you work and what works best for you, you can go ahead and do it. But the biggest thing is, Carlos, just keep it up, man. And something that you said, which I wanted to bring up, was you said you're 3 feet from gold, right? That's awesome. I love that thinking. But here's the thing for me is if you always keep telling yourself, I'm 3 feet from gold, I'm 3 feet from gold, when are you ever going to reach the gold?
Yeah, yeah,
You see that?
yeah.
So that's something, when I read your message, I was like, you know what, I want to tell Carlos about this. Because, honestly, man, I love everything that you've been through. You got started, you didn't know anything, then you started reading, then you started learning, then you started inspiring people. Now, perfect. You have the process going, man. It's awesome. It took me 5 years to figure it out. It's taken you 3 months. Perfect, right? But this is something, remember this.
5 years.
What's that?
You ain't been in Empower Network, ain't been around for 5 years.
No, in business. I got in Amway, I got in ACN, I got in Organo Gold. I've been into this type of stuff ever since I was like 17, right? See? So, see what I mean, man? I got you, man. I got you. I know what you feel like. But like I said, the awesome thing that I like is the fact that I went through all this shit for 5 years, and you are going through it a lot faster. It's taking you months to figure it out. If in 2 or 3 months you're in profit, that's awesome. It took me 4 or 5 years to get into profit. You see the difference? But the thing is, like I said, going back to the gold stuff, man, start thinking that you have it. Start thinking that it's working out for you. Because again, if you keep telling yourself, I'm 3 feet from gold, I'm 3 feet from gold, that gold, you're never going to get to the gold because you're always telling yourself you're 3 feet from it, right? So start telling yourself, you know what? It's working out. Everything is working out for me. Life is awesome. You know what? This is working. This is working. I'm doing it. I can figure this out, right? My business is working, right? You know what? I'm going to get a new member this week. Feel what that feels like, right? Those are my goals here. I'm always big on goals, and that's what I like. For here, this is what I have is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I always say that. I always say that. Or another thing that I always say is I choose to be happy because. And then I finish off a sentence with whatever. I choose to be happy because I get to talk to you. I choose to be happy because I get to walk. I choose to be happy because, I get to enjoy the sun. I choose to be happy, right? So, and then the other thing is I have brought in one new member into my Empower Network team. That's written down right here, right? It's one of my goals. I have brought in one new member into my Empower Network team. I'm not saying I'm going to bring it. I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring one new member. Give me a couple days, give me a week, give me 2 weeks, but this new member is coming, and I know it, and I believe it. Now, once you believe it, it's going to happen,
Well, that's
right?
what I've got so far as well. Like, because me and Kieran are big on that, innit? It's just, because sometimes you go on the Facebook groups and that, innit? And you see all the people like, oh, you know, um, 200 visits a day, 40 opt-ins and 2 sales or something like that. And it's like, you look at that and it's like, yeah, so what? You're getting sales. That doesn't mean anything. Just because you're getting sales doesn't mean anything. Like, this isn't just affiliate marketing, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is team building as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have to build a team in it. So, it's to be honest, like, really, it doesn't seem that hard to get traffic, like, really, but it's not traffic really that's the hard thing. It's building that team framework and that team culture that seems to be the hardest kind of process in what we're doing, because it's not like ClickBank. You're not just selling products or
Yeah.
leading people to capture pages and then sales videos and then that's it, then the product. Like, you're leading people to a business, you're leading people to be a part of a team, do you know what I mean? Be a part of a new culture, and that to me, like, that's more bigger than just putting traffic attached to sales funnels. Like, it's a lot bigger than that, man.
And see, that's the thing, man. Like, you know what? You have the intention, you have the right attitude, you have the right heart. So I know, dude, I can just imagine us when we have, a team of 100 people in our team. And I know you're going to be a part of that. Why? Because you have the right intention. Karen has the right intention. Karen, when he talks about, I want to help people, I want to inspire people, it's the same thing. We are all here for each other, right? But the thing is, then for me or for you, go ahead and start thinking about your team members. Like, you know what? I'm gonna help another team member get started. I can do it, right? Kind of remember what happened with Karen, right? Tell me a little bit about Karen. When you talked to him, when you brought him in, what were you feeling? What was your mindset, if you could remember?
Um, Obviously, we just do what I was told in the business to kind of obviously, because I'm not like I look around Facebook and that, and I look around these things, and a lot of marketers are really kind of, I don't know, they've got this kind of thing about them where they're trying to sell something, and even though they say they're not a lot, and a lot of people actually get things like, oh, we're not trying to sell, but you are, like, for instance, like, someone will just like all my pictures, and then 2 hours later they come and speak to me, and then it's like they feel like they've they feel justified in talking to me because they've liked 5 pictures, and that's kind of their opening. So I've never really adopted that. I'm not about bullshit like that. So it's just like, I'm not trying to. It's like this with me, innit? I am trying to sell you something, but when you become a part of my team, just know that that selling bit, that's nothing compared to what you're in for, like, type of thing. So yeah, you're gonna make an investment, because to get anywhere in life, obviously you're gonna need to invest time, and then obviously some of that's gonna be money as well. Like, and any smart person, any wise person knows that. That's why I'm still around. I've lost money, but I'm still here because I know that you need to invest money to make money. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of the mindset that I have. And that's the mindset I even had way back before, even I really delved into kind of all the inner circles and everything else with personal development. And so when I messaged Kieran the first time, it was like, listen, I got an opportunity here, opportunity to help you out. Do you know what I mean? I know it could help you out. And then he was like, yeah. And then we got speaking and that. And basically, obviously, I passed did the rest in it. And then Empower Network did the rest at the back end. And, that's when he upgraded to pro and stuff like that. And the inner circles really helped him out and helped his mind out and, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, man. So my
It's
mindset really was just, this is going to help you like it's helping me. Even though I wasn't making profits in that, it was helping me more than profits. It was helping my mind, like, it was helping my mind to expand, like listening to all those inner circles and listening to people's stories and stuff, and listening to the authenticity that people are going through, and then going on Facebook and adding those people, and then speaking to them people myself. It's like, wow. And then, even Ray Higdon, like, saying things to me, like, Ray Higdon was like, Ray Higdon's 7-figure earner, man, and it's like, he said to me, he says, keep on rocking, do you know what I mean? And that from a big, massive person, like a hot shot in the game, to come and speak to me, it made me think, like, wow, like, we're not so different, we're very connected, and it's like, if he
And
could
here's
do
the
it, I
thing,
could do
man, you're gonna be that person one day,
it.
right?
Yo, man, that'd be good.
It's not the 7 figures. Forget the 7 figures. It's the fact that somebody's going to look up to you because of who you are, what you've accomplished, what you've been through, and how you're able to help them, how you're able to humble yourself and just inspire them and tell them the same thing. You know what? You can do it, right? Your signature is wisdom. I know that. I caught that already, right? You put wisdom all over the place. Guess what? In 50 years, maybe, a couple of your quotes are going to be super famous, right? Wisdom. And people knowing you, it's going to be an honor for them. But the thing is, it's going to be more of an honor for you to be able to help them and tell them, you know what? I remember when I got started. I remember, I was having problems with people on Fiverr, right? See? But it's all about the attitude, man. Like, like I said, you have the right heart. You have the heart. I know that. Like I said, man, I believe in you, and I know you can do it. It's just like kind of going back to what I wanted to ask with Karen is, I think your mindset wasn't so stressed out when you told Karen about iPass, when you told Karen about how this was helping you, right?
Yeah.
So I think, remember, the law of attraction is, if you're so stressed out in your mind, you can't allow the good things to come to you. I can tell you a perfect example for me. When I started when I brought you in, when Karen joined, when my team started growing, my mindset, it was totally different.
Yeah.
And every couple times, like, you know what? I want to remember to what that was like. Because I remember I was at work when you joined. I was at work, and then all of a sudden, I saw a message from iPass. Hey, you got a new member. Or I saw you log in, right? You opted into my page. And then, like 20 minutes later, I got a message. Hey, you got a new member. I was like, oh my God, I got a new member. I was super happy. But my mindset at that time, for the last couple of days, I wasn't stressed out. I wasn't worried. I wasn't like, oh my God, this isn't working. This isn't working. You know what I mean? So you need to just mellow out. You got this. Just believe it's all going to work out. And then, you can do it. And like I said, you work a little bit differently, but the most important thing is you have to figure out how you work and what works for you, and then just keep on, modeling that. Okay?
Yeah.
I know you can do it, man. Just keep it up, man. Like I said, keep it up. It took me, like I said, 4 years and a half to see results.
That's a lot, man.
That is a long time, man. But you know what?
It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter how long it takes, obviously, but
yeah.
time,
But here's the thing, man. It took me 5 years, right? I started when I was 17. But if I would have quit, would I have been able to impact you? No. Right? If I would have quit when I was 20, when I wasn't seeing results for 4 years, I wouldn't have been able to impact you. I wouldn't have been able to inspire you and tell you bring you to Napoleon Hill.
Yes.
I wouldn't have been able to help Karen. I wouldn't have been able to help Maritza. You guys are just my baseline of the people that I'm going to help. You see that? So just don't quit. Don't you ever quit. And I know you're not going to. But just look at it like me, for me, 5 years. If I would have quit, I wouldn't have been able to help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand, man, yeah. Obviously, that's what I was saying to Kieran the other day, and you have to I was saying to my girlfriend as well, it's like, I have to see what this can do. I have to work through all the trainings, implement everything I've been told. I have to obviously go all in at some stage. I have to see what it's like after I've done everything that they've told me. And if then I fail, then I can go, obviously that was crap, like, but unless I reach that point in it, I can't ever quit. Do you know what I mean? Because I have to get to that level to see. Do you know what I mean? And whatever.
And another big thing, which I'm sure you've heard, is reaching $5,000 a month is the hardest thing you will ever do. The hardest. After that, it's easy. Why? Because you have your mindset right, you know traffic, you know what works, and you know what doesn't work, and you know how to apply it, and you just scale up, right? I've heard this time and time again from David Wood, from a lot of the leaders. Getting to your first $5,000 a month is the hardest thing you will ever do. After that, it's easy. Okay?
Well, for me,
So,
yeah, it's like this in it for me because this is how I see it. In it, I see it like at the end of the day, if we can get like a couple strategies like this down, like lead generating strategies like Instagram and stuff, that kind of lead to kind of like our Facebook fan pages and groups and all that. It's like if we can get that, really, they're kind of like strategies that we have, automated strategies that are going to guarantee us kind of like a lead flow every day without kind of having to pay for it, like. And obviously that's going to generate like Lisa Torres is, I think she's got 21 accounts like generating 100 leads a day, but then like she's not just getting sales, do you know what I mean? Like she's got webinars that she's doing, she's got like hangouts that she's doing, she's got trainings that she provides to certain members. I mean, I heard that like when her members upgrade to at least pro, she gives them the same training obviously that you bought, do you know what I mean? And that's kind of like the stuff that she does. So she's building like a culture in it, she's building something where her team are going to end up buying the higher ticket products. And that's kind of like what I'm aiming for, do you know what I mean? Like I'm aiming for that kind of level of retention because obviously I had Kieran so far, I had Jay, and I had Bethany join my team. And obviously Bethany left, Jay left as well, and that's because they just didn't see like results. They weren't seeing results in it, and so I remember even Jay saying to me, he says like he wasn't inspired in it. And imagine like we had a system now, yeah, where just like the iPass Mastermind, where people can go and they can see all the testimonials and they can see. Imagine like I had that, or you had that for obviously the team, and you had that now, and then people, as soon as they came into through your sales funnels, and then obviously became part of your, as a lead and all that kind of stuff, and then obviously ultimately a buyer. After a buyer, they came into this kind of support and this network of people that were like, oh, I just made a sale today, or oh, I just did this, or oh, I just learned how to, I've just made $4,000 in a month, and I did that because of Carlos's training or Josie's training. And it's like, that's the culture, that's the inspiration that Jay was needing. And it's not to say that like, basically that's just how I see you kind of generate high ticket products, because that's how I see these leaders doing it. Like you won't see a leader just using iPass or something. Like you won't see a leader that doesn't have their own kind of support, or doesn't have their own team, or doesn't have their own kind of network or culture that they've built. And so that's basically kind of like what you need to kind of get going in the business. Is you need that, do you know what I mean? Because that's like, for me, that's definitely gonna,
and I think that's our vision, man. That's
yeah,
something that we're gonna go ahead and create, right?
yeah,
We can go ahead and create this. Maybe, like I said, towards the end of the year or something like that. We can start having our own things, but don't forget that every leader that you see out there started from the bottom,
yeah,
right? Every leader started from the very bottom. Every leader had to deal with shit, with problems, with all the different things that we are dealing with right now. But again, the day's gonna come. Maybe it'll be at the end of the year. Maybe it'll be next year, when we have our own site, when we have our own team site, when we have our own webinars, weekly webinars, when we have our own community. But we have to start from the bottom,
yeah.
right? We have to start
I
and
understand that,
learn.
innit? I understand that, but it's like, for instance, now, yeah, like if you would have gone through, like, I don't know, like Lisa Torres now, if you would have gone through her sales funnel now, like she would have led you, yeah, to education, which like she's got a 90-day plan that she does with all of her kind of members in a team. So as soon as you come into the team, she's got a 90-day plan, sort of similar to what you did with me, but it's not like she goes through it, and she shows you what you need to do, your goals, and then how many sales you need to make, and what you need to be doing, like IPAs, income producing. Like it's very thorough, and she's got that. And that's kind of like, because when I came into the business, I didn't have that from you, do you know what I mean? And that's what kind of like messed me up. And then because that messed me up, it messed Kieran up. And so this is why, like, all these months, like, we haven't got into profit waves. You see these people that are coming into like Lisa Torres and them kind of people's funnels. It's like they're generating that income, they're building these things, do you know what I mean? And they're going through, and then they're getting the higher ticket products, and then they're learning what they need to do. Because look, Kieran's on black, and like he hasn't even done anything to that. He hasn't even used black to the level that not saying obviously it's all your fault or anything like that, but it's not saying it's all my fault either. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like that's the kind of stuff that we missed. That's the kind of stuff that I missed from you, and that's what obviously led me to this point. Do you know what I mean? And made it kind of more difficult to kind of keep my head above water. Do you know what I mean? But obviously I'm gonna keep going in it. But I'm just saying that's something that needs to be implemented fast. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, yeah, like people need to be coming into a culture. They need to be coming into like. Otherwise, you're just gonna have people floating around like me because it might sound mean, but I was floating around, and it's lucky that I didn't leave. It's lucky that I didn't quit, obviously, because I had a burning desire. That's what made me not quit. But most people will quit if they don't have any ongoing support and if you don't have any plans that's going to lead them to their version of what success is. Because we went through my game plan, but after that, it was kind of like I was floating around, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's dangerous waters, man. You don't want to put people in that stage because I've lost people in my team. Those people could have generated me high ticket products. Those people could have generated me that kind of stuff, and it's that kind of stuff, and I don't want to do that again. And I know that team retention, it's because of that culture, and it's like I think that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on that. Do you know what I mean? And need to focus on that individually. Like, yeah, it's all good that you having a team and us in it, but we need to teach our teams duplication. Like, you need to teach me how to do that for my team. To do that for Kieran and all that. And then you need to teach to do that for Maritza, and then obviously do, kind of basically just duplication so everybody can do the same thing and kind of have their own things going on, and teach people how to do their weekly hangouts and teach them how to do their weekly webinars and all these kind of different things and stuff. And that's what's going to keep people engaged, man. Like, otherwise people are just going to leave. And you may as well just advise people to go to ClickBank and sell products. Standard. You may as well, just advise someone like, you know what, yeah, you're going to need to build a team.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay. I get that. And I have, like I said, later on I'm going to go ahead and do that 90-day game plan and stuff. But I think the biggest thing is, how can I give everything to you guys? You're going to be extremely overwhelmed. Why would we be talking about team duplication if we're not generating team members yet?
Yeah, but then that's like saying, because at the end of the day, you're expecting somebody to pay an ongoing membership fee for something that they can't use. And to me, yeah, that's kind of like, I think that's where the kind of deception is in like iPass and them kind of things, because it's like you're charging people these kind of fees, and yet you're expecting them to create teams and cultures because that's really what's generating people income. Like, you're right, it's what I'm saying, because me and Kieran was on about this the other day. It's like, yeah, now you go through iPass, innit? Yeah, it's called about iPass. Now you go through the front end, yeah, and you go for your training, and then once you set up in 45 minutes, literally you can go get that promo link, yeah, and you can attach that to, say, I don't know, a solo ad or something, or whatever you're going to use to generate kind of leads and income flow to it. Then you could get sales, yeah. Bear in mind you just started, then you're getting sales, and it's like, at the end of the day, now it isn't just like you have to do something for those team members. You have to be providing something for those team members. That's why, like I said to you, I don't deserve the money that I'm aiming to get right now. And I can say that with confidence. And it's not because I'm insecure or weak. It's because I haven't created value for my team. I wouldn't even deserve Kieran to give me that £3,000 commission, because I ain't provided nothing for him. And it's like, at the end of the day, yeah, it's like that's what you have to provide every man a use value in excess of the cash value you receive in it. And so it's like, if you're expecting lump sums of money, if you're expecting cash, you better give the goods, you better give the trainings, you better give somebody a way that they can use whatever you're using and then create wealth and create income online. Because why charge them for a membership if they can't earn the correct money, and they can't earn the correct money until they've created a system, until they've created teams? And so if you would have gave me, say, a 90-day plan the first time that I came into your sales funnel, and then I would have followed that meticulously, that would have enabled me, to create, just to create everything basic. You don't need to give no like deep level stuff, but just basic stuff. Do you know what I mean? And we could do that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if I would have had that from the start, I would have been kind of like probably broke even by now or some shit like that, and and not had these stresses that you talk about, like say, oh, I feel like you're stressed. Oh, yeah, I'm a little bit stressed because obviously you're trying to make things work, and it's like all these things. It's like you're not seeing what you should be seeing, and it's like that's partly because of my upline. It's partly because of you, because you didn't provide that for me, and then I can't provide that for Kieran because I didn't get it myself, and then it goes on all the way down, and that's what we don't want to do because it doesn't make your team grow. It doesn't make the culture grow. It doesn't do anything. You might as well stop this year, stop all the costs that you're paying, and you might as well go and put all your money into ClickBank. Serious. Put all your money into ClickBank or put all your money into some other sort of affiliate kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm really passionate about building a team. That's why this far, you don't hear me talking about, oh, I need to sales, because I haven't built the team kind of structure. I haven't built that stuff, and I wouldn't think it's fair to bring people in. And so, I don't know. I just don't think it's fair right now to bring people in unless I've got something of value to give to them that I know that they can work with, that they can duplicate, and that they can create, them small wins that Chris Jones says, and they can start being that. Because I remember watching a thing as well, and some guy, he quit Empower Network. He quit Empower Network, and the reason he quit Empower Network was not because he was a wussy. He quit Empower Network because he said, that he was making money with Empower Network and he was doing well, but the only thing that he didn't like was the fact that you have to create teams. You can't go. That's what I'm saying. This isn't just an affiliate thing, an affiliate marketing thing. This is team building. We're in a Hangout now, not because I'm a product or you're a product or I'm a person. There's certain things that I require. Do you know what I mean? And that's why you quit Empower Network, and it's understandable because if you're not prepared to build a team, if you're not prepared to be a leader in your team, and you're not prepared to give value to your team that's going to help your team duplicate so that they can create monetary profits and they can create obviously a sustainable income, then why are you even in Empower Network? Why are you in iPass? You may as well go into affiliate marketing. You may as well go into something else that doesn't require that effort, and that's why you quit. And I thought, yeah, man, like if you quit because you didn't want to do it like that, and so it made a lot of sense. Now I'm different. Obviously, I want to create a team in it, and that's why I'm still here. But I think it needs to be addressed because there's no point in having all these sales and all these things if there's nothing helping the team. Because I struggled, I still do struggle because I wasn't given the correct knowledge base when I first came into this business, and that's what we need to pump that stuff out, because I've suffered from it, Kieran suffered from it, and I don't want any more that come into my teams to suffer from it. They need to be a part of something. And if I can't provide that, then I suppose I would quit. If I couldn't provide that, say by the end of the year or something, then I'd have to leave and I'd have to go and do something else. But if I can do that, then yeah, because like I say, it isn't just about strategies, it's not. It's about people and team building. That's how I see it, do you know what I mean? And it's like all these strategies don't mean anything without team building. And that's one thing that distinguishes the leaders in this business from the amateurs that are just posting the links here or driving traffic to the links and talking about 2 sales a day. They don't do anything for the team. Like, and it's just, yeah. Not being negative, just being real in it, like, just fully real, like,
Hey, man, you're expressing yourself. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
It's just that.
because it's true in it.
It's just the way you're looking at things now, and that's perfectly fine. I kind of put my little wall up, and like it's your thing, man. That's what you're throwing at me, but I don't see it like that.
How can
Like
you
for
not?
me, it's like I know what I'm doing, and I know what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do this with whoever's in my team, right?
Yeah.
I care more about people than I care about money.
Well,
Okay?
if you
And like
care
I
more
know
about
it's like
people, yeah. If you care more
and the
about
thing is,
people
like,
than
I
money,
know I have
then
to
you would have done
start
that
with
before
one
you
thing.
start.
I have to start with generating traffic and then sales. How am I gonna teach somebody to do something that I haven't done? How
But
am I
that's what
gonna
I'm
teach
saying.
people how to
But
make
that's what I just said to you.
$10,000 a
That's what I
month?
said. That's why I said, yeah, you got to focus on your education, and I suppose there is room for that. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? But at the same time, that's why needs to be something developed there where people are
Well,
learning how
yeah,
to become
it will
leaders.
be developed, but I think you need results. You need credibility. It's like,
Yeah,
how am I
exactly.
going to teach
But
you how
why
to build a
charge
team if
people?
I
Yeah,
haven't done it?
exactly.
My
But why
intention is
charge
to
people?
build a
Why
team.
charge people for things that they can't make a thing on? Because then they're going to be out of profit, aren't they? They're going to be out of profit, and they're going to be lost if they don't know how to duplicate anything. Even still, you probably could. I don't know. There's just we could work our way around it, and we could think maybe, for the first 4 months while you was learning something, and plug them into that learning, and then while they was doing that, then we all those kind of leads that they were getting, we could kind of plug them into like the stuff that we're doing, like what we're doing now with the iPass Family Mastermind. You could plug them into that for a couple of months, and then once the education is kind of, once the 90 days are up and they've done everything in these 90-day plan, then they're expected to be leaders. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, man, it's been difficult, Josie. I ain't gonna bullshit you, real man. It
I
has, man.
know.
It has, bro. And
And trust me, man, like I said, like I told you, I know what you mean, and I know what you've gone through. Like I said, I went through 4 years and a half, 5 years of that. So I know exactly what you're at. But like I said, for me, is I just kept going and I kept pushing, and I know I'm going to go ahead and make things happen regardless of what happens now, right? I'm going to focus on what I'm doing right now on Instagram, on stuff, getting, people, new team members and stuff like that. And eventually I'm going to go ahead and create, like you said, a 90-day game plan, a 5-week game plan, and then eventually, move on to like a team site, and then eventually move on to bigger things, right? But I need to learn how to walk before I can run, right? I'm crawling right now, right? So I need to walk, I need to learn how to walk, I need to learn how to run, and then eventually things are going to work out. But I'm not going to jump to the 7-figure earner stuff when I'm not there yet. That's just my opinion.
yeah, but it's what I'm
I know
saying.
there has to be a game plan, there has to be something, but I know I have to go through the process because
Yeah, but
everybody has
how
to
long
go
have you been
through
in
that
Empower Network
process.
now, though? How long have you been in Empower Network now?
I've been
Like,
in a power network. I came back because I was in it for about a year and then I left. Well, I didn't leave. I just stopped.
mm,
Um, and then I came back probably like 4 or 5 months ago.
yeah,
And then now I'm like, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I have this going on, and then I have the other stuff with online traffic and stuff like that. But like I said, man, I know what you mean, but it's just you have to not focus on that. That's the biggest thing is if you focus on all the negativities. Oh, I don't have a team. I don't have a support. I don't have a 90-day coaching plan. I don't have this. I don't have that. Well, keep focusing on that, and that's what's gonna bring you down. But on the other hand, if you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the iPad stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to audios. This is gonna work. Somehow, this is gonna work. Eventually, I see myself having a team side. I see myself having a 90-day game plan for my team members. See, but you're just focusing
yeah, I
on the
know what you're
lack.
saying, bro. You're talking basically, you're talking good. It's good to talk like that, innit? But it's like, that's what I mean. There's only so much airy fairy stuff you can be in before reality hits you, before your bills start hitting you, before things start happening, and that's kind of where I'm at, because it's like at the end of the day, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hate talking to you like this because you always deem it as negative, but it's real. Like, this is my life, and it's like at the end of the day, as much as you're trying to make things work, how can you make things work if if all of this kind of stuff is going on and there's all these different things? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I don't know, man. That's just the way I work. That's just for me.
no, but that's what I'm
I've been
saying.
through the
Yeah,
law
Lisa
of attraction
Torres.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
Lisa Torres is in Empower Network for a year, and look at what she's done. Do you know what I mean? She's got all these funnels in place and that, and she's doing
Yeah.
well. She's got that
Did
follow up
you ever
sequence
do
for
some
kind of
research on
leads.
her? She's been into business for about 8 years.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't a business owner. She was working. She had a job. She had a
Yeah,
job.
but she was always into like online,
Yeah,
home-based
yeah, yeah,
businesses,
yeah, yeah.
and she
Online stuff and
struggled
that.
forever too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but Empower Network was designed around the products. Obviously, you've been all in from when was you all in? Was it last? Was it the year that you was doing it, or was it the last 5 months?
It was the when I got started, I went all in. And like I said, I
Exactly.
stopped. I just stopped promoting it for a couple months, and then I came back, and now I'm going through the products. I'm studying the products. I'm learning. I'm applying, and I've been all in for a while.
Exactly, man. And so you've had a while to go through the trainings all in and just not implement them all, but implement them to a basis where you could have provided, say, me and obviously all the people that came after something. Like my Cobbs, he does webinars. I'm not slating you, bro. I'm just being real in it. My Cobbs does webinars, yeah, like 3 times a week for his black members and stuff. and obviously he's got support in it for people that kind of coming into his things as well. And it's like that's the kind of stuff that you need, in it. You know, because like I said, I was floating around a lot in the online space. I was, bro, and it's like it's a miracle that I'm still here. And like, you know, like you say, don't focus on those things. Wow, it's hard not to focus on them things where you're getting people into your business and they're leaving, and they
Well,
only
see,
leave.
that's the thing. It's just that's just how you're saying about keeping things simple. That's how I do it, right? Like I said, for me, I'm reading. I do stuff, reading the law of attraction. That's all it talks about. Reality is what you focus on. So for me, I'm not gonna focus on, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that. I'm not. That's just not how I want
Why
my
you not
business.
doing that? It's having
Right?
negative.
You have your perspective of how you want your business to be. I have mine. I want to work 2 to 3 hours a
But
day.
that's fine. That's fine, yeah, if you're working for yourself and everything is to you. But when you're building a team, everything that you do has a repercussion on somebody else. So, yeah, it's cool. You can do that if you're doing whatever you're doing that doesn't affect anybody else. But when you're doing a team, it affects people, it affects their financial positions, it affects. Because I didn't come into this business to get rich quick. I know that's stupid and it's not going to happen. But I did come into this business to at least break even, and then balance out my expenses after. And
Okay.
then it's like that hasn't happened so far. So it's like
Hey man, and you're the. It's fine, man. I don't want to get into like a pissing contest of this and you do this and I tell that. I mean, you could do whatever you want to do, right? You want to go to ClickBank, go to ClickBank. You want to join somebody else's team, go do it. I'm not going to stop you. Because like I said, for you, it's like you're telling me what I'm doing wrong, and with all due respect, to me it doesn't matter. So if you want
that's where
whatever you
you've
want
gone
to
wrong.
do it.
It doesn't matter, and obviously that's where you've gone wrong, isn't it?
No,
Do you know what I
I
mean?
mean it matters, and I care about you, and I've told you, man, I believe in you, but
Disrespect
I'm
you.
not gonna force you to do something
That's
you
what I'm
don't
saying.
want to
If you
do.
don't handle truth and positive criticism, then you can't be deemed as a leader, because a leader would take that on board and go, okay, I understand what you're saying, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to be better, and I know that I messed up. But you're just kind of rejecting what I'm saying and saying, I don't want to think about that. But it's like at the end of the day, you don't understand that where I'm at. You don't understand where Kieran's at. And it's not to say it's negative, but it's to say it's real. This is real. Like, we're not just virtual things. Like, we're very real people with real problems. And I am not financially set off. And I came into this business, and I know that it wasn't going to be an overnight thing, but then I didn't have anything to guide me through and to take me through the steps. And that's all I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's what we need to implement now, because I'm not going to focus on the past, because it is what it is. It's done. I would just like you to kind of recognize that and think, what, how can we best do that for kind of future people and stuff? And that's kind
Well,
of
then,
what's been in
okay,
my
let's
mind
go
as
ahead
well.
and make a game plan of what we can do,
What we
right?
should.
Then let's go ahead and do that. And like I said, it's just we can't fill our plate with too much stuff. Let's take one thing at a time. We're working on Instagram, so we can slowly start to develop like a 90-day game plan or something like that. But it's if we develop all of this stuff, what's going to happen with our traffic? What's going to happen with the people that we're trying to bring into and help? You know, it's like we can definitely focus on that. And like I said, I get what you mean, and trust me, I'm going to work on that. But it's like I need to focus on setting an example for you guys on what works. See, this is my thing. Once I get Instagram up and running, I'm gonna tell you guys, hey, you know what? This works. When you come in, when we bring in a new member, it's gonna be, hey, you know what? Model this, because this works. So then that's gonna be part of our 90-day game plan that we can teach people, right? But we have to go through the steps of what we're gonna teach. How, like, you know what I mean, kinda? See, like the first 30 days or something, it could be like, hey, you know what, guys? Work on your mindset. The second 30 days or the second month, it could be like, hey, you know what? Start implementing traffic ideas. Start implementing Instagram. Start doing this. The third one, it could be more on leadership and whatever we have to do. You see, so we have to break it down into sections.
Yeah, no, I feel what you're saying, and it sounds like a good step in the right direction, isn't it? But it it's like moral. You need that moral. Do you know what I mean? You need that moral, and it's like I feel like people need to kind of see results within their first month, not big results, but enough results for them to break even, enough results for them to kind of balance everything out. Do you know what I mean? So it's not kind of, I don't know, so it's not kind of stressful and stuff for them, because it can be stressful. It can be very stressful. I mean, if you're in it and stuff, and who wants to lose money, bro? Like nobody wants to lose money. It's not about losing. You wouldn't go to the casino every month and just put money in just to lose it. Like, you know, you're in business obviously to.
Well, this isn't a casino though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying,
Like
like,
I said, I don't know, man. Like I said, you know, it's gonna work out. And trust me, like for me, it's not about the money. It hasn't been about the money, right? Being able to know that, you know what, I helped somebody, that to me is way more fulfilling than money. It is. And eventually I'm going to go ahead and go through that and go through the community and go through the community building and, you know, help people and inspire people. That's what I'm here to do, right? But I mean, I'm not gonna skip to step number 12 when I need to go through all the other steps, you know. And we have, for me, that's just the way I see it. You may see it differently, and that's perfectly fine. For me, I know I need to start, you know, getting results. Once I start getting results, I can start teaching people what I'm doing. Then I can start mentoring people. Then it's just a business that it's gonna expand, right? It's not gonna blow up like this from one day to the next, you know. But yeah, man, we're still live. That's the thing. So